everyone, and welcome to the alumni panel. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm seeing your chats in the chat box. Hello, everyone. My name is Isabella Nadia Ialeme. I am a Nigerian, presently Nigerian. I am a Millennium Fellow for the class of 2025. I'm a student, a mass comm major, a broadcast major actually, in the University of Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. So excited to see you all. Thank you so much. So if it won't be a bother, could you just say your name, your country, and university? Oh, someone already did that. We have ooh, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello Seda Bukhari from, where are you from? From Pakistan. Thank you so much. BSc in Business Administration. Beautiful. That's lovely to meet you. Hello, Johanna. Nice to meet you, Johanna, from Now University of Nigeria. Hello. Nice to meet you. Hi, Naha from Lebanese American University. That's lovely. Hello, Diana. Hello. Let's keep coming in with our names and our countries and universities. Oh, I see Halia from University of Lagos. University of Lagos. I see my fellow University of Lagos student. Hello, it's a pleasure meeting you. And welcome to the alumni panel. We're going to have so much fun. Our alumni is already on the call right now, and we are eager to dive right into the conversation. But first, we must get to know our Millennium Fellows. So we have Catherine from Gulu University of Uganda. Interesting. We have Mofo Lua from Redeemers University, Nigeria. Lovely. Nice to meet you. We have Patience from Malawi University. Interesting. Oh, Reet from Delhi. Nice. Hi, nice to meet you, Reet. Nice to meet you. And these are a lot. Please keep the intros coming. Keep the intros coming. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Oh, hi, Kosi from Afe Babalola University. Nice. And Abdurraham Ali from University of Faculty of Medicine. Okay, that's interesting. Nice to meet you, Chigozie. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Unfortunately, I cannot read out all the bios and all your names, but it's a pleasure and so excited to have you on the call. Like I said earlier, my name is Isabella Nadia, and it's a pleasure to be your moderator for the alumni panel. Oh, yes. I would love to have some reactions to show that you're excited. Yes. Because I am introducing our alumni. Yes, I'll be introducing our alumni fellows from the Millennium Fellowship. And the first person I've had the privilege to meet already on this call is Christine Yan. Christine Yan is a postgraduate student at the University of Sydney, completing dual master's degree in global health and sustainability with a background in Chinese medicine and a focus on ecological economics. Chris is passionate about integrating health, sustainability, and cross-cultural perspective in research and community practice. Nice. She serves as chair of the Rotary Club of Sydney Sustainability Climate Action Group, where she works with corporate, academic, and nonprofit partners to advance dialogue on climate and health. Chris, are you with us? Hello, Chris. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for the amazing introduction. I guess I will give the introduction now or later.
Yes, please. You can go ahead.
Okay, so thank you for the amazing bio. First of all, I'd like to congratulate everyone here today, class of 2025 fellows. You're amazing. There's over 60,000 applications and you are among the 4,000 selected to lead with empathy, humility, and inclusion. It is a very incredible achievement. Now, this year's focus on sustainability couldn't be more timely. And sustainability is an approach to tackle wicked problems like climate change, inequality, food security, public health, and more. These issues don't come up with a single solution. And you are here in the right group, working alongside fellows worldwide with different expertise. And when you all come together, you all synergize to bring in the most holistic solutions for the future. And I look forward to what you can achieve today and in the future as well. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. And we'll be moving on to our next speaker, Manaswita Makal. Miss Manaswita Bakwal is an advocate at the Honorable High Court of Rajasthan. Lately, she has been approved by the government of Rajasthan as assistant to the Additional Advocate General, AAAG. Thrilled to share that she's the youngest AAAG practicing law before courts and representing the state of Rajasthan. In her other life, she's a social worker and works on the Sustainable Development Goal 4, that is quality education. She runs a pilot project by the name of Children Today, Leaders Tomorrow. The aim of her project is to promote quality education for the girl child. The target audience includes the children of the rural areas of Rajasthan, Basi, Kudachak, and Jotwara, and Naila village, to name a few. So far, she has catered for 500 plus children and has benefited 100 plus lives. Wow. She has been awarded with various fellowships at national and international levels, serving more than 500 lives. To name a few, she was awarded Global Changemaker Fellow 2024, an initiative by the Connecting Dreams Foundation and Global Changemaker Initiative, Texas, USA. Additionally, she is a national level basketball player and has represented the state of Rajasthan. Hello, Manasweta, are you here?
Good evening, Miss Nadia. Thank you so much for such a warm welcome. And I welcome you all, the class of 2025, as well as the alumni who are sharing the dice with me today. It's been a while that I have not interacted with the alumni I graduated along with. When I got to know about that, we as alumni had the opportunity to interact with the upcoming batch. I personally felt to seize the opportunity at the earliest so that I can know as to how far Millennium Fellowship has come and to share my hindsight experiences, what I experienced, how I learned, how I grew while I was a fellow, just you guys are today. So surely I'm looking forward to interact in the session. Thank you.
Thank you, and we're also looking forward to interact with you. So I'm going to be passing the mic to Favor, our third speaker, Favor Eragbi. Favor Eragbi is a passionate environmentalist dedicated to empowering the next generation leaders to drive climate action. She is the founder and executive director of the Youth for Environmental Conservation Initiative, a youth led organization championing biodiversity, conversion, and climate resilience across Africa's rural communities, which has directly impacted 30,000 individuals across 27 countries in Africa through community led initiatives. She is a winner of the World Bank Utility of the Future Youth Challenge and was honored as a 30 under 30 awardee by the North American Association for Environmental Education for her work in using environmental education to build more just and sustainable communities around the world. In 2024, she received the Diana Award, the most prestigious prize a young person can receive for social action or humanitarian work. Hello, Favor. Hello, it's a pleasure having you
Thank you
here.
so much. Yes, thank you so much for the warm
Wonderful.
welcome, Isabella. It's a pleasure to meet every one of you, my co-speakers, and Adrija. Thank you so much for the invitation. I think I can remember when I was also in this room, like being accepted into the Millennium Fellowship. It was like a dream come true. It's a very competitive program, and you've been selected. Just take it as there is something special, unique about you for you being part of this fellowship. Trust me, your social impact journey has just started. Like, has just started. There's a lot of things you're going to learn while being a fellow. I love this year's theme, sustainability. I mean, now and ever, the world is facing a lot of intersectional issues. As fellows, it is time for you guys to work together, learn of how you can actually tackle these issues head on and actually develop innovative solutions to create equitable and a sustainable future for everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Favor. And we are moving on to the question and answer session. And I just have a lot of questions coming from, and this is such a great privilege having alumni and me being a fellow presently, because I have a lot of questions to ask, and this is such a great privilege. So because I have people who have experienced this and have done what I'm doing right now. So I just have to ask, you all are Millennial Fellowship alumni, but what was the main highlight of your Millennial Fellowship experience? Was it meeting new people, working on your project, or was it something else? I'll start with Favor. Could you share with us what was the main highlight of your Millennial Fellowship experience? That unforgettable, it sticks with you. Hello, Favor. Did you hear my question?
Yeah, I just got your question. My apologies. Okay, one experience that stayed with me is meeting people who will shape your career. Like I said earlier on, I said you're selected for this fellowship. Something is about you. There is something in the social impact space for you. So you're going to also meet people who you're going to connect with, to work with, that would really influence your journey. For me, that was the highlight, because I am somebody that I don't really have so many friends. I didn't have so many friends while as a university student. I was from class to my hostel, but MCN, the fellowship brought me out. So connecting with people and having to sit down, we are not just having a chat about what is happening in the country. It is having meaningful conversations about, as young people, how can we contribute to sustainable solutions. I'm an environmentalist, so it was really an opportunity for me to focus on certain issues in my community. How can we actually solve these things? And trust me, some of these fellows, we moved on to work together. Some of them worked for me, my organization, some of them volunteered, some of them we were like peer mentors. That is one experience I gained from the Millennium Fellowship that has stayed with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'll be passing it on to Chris for Chris to share her experience. So, Chris, what was the main highlight of your Millennium Fellowship experience? Please share with us.
Thank you, Isabella and Favor. I absolutely agree with you about reaching out and interacting with a group of like-minded individuals in advancing your project. Now, sometimes you feel like you have a lot of aspirations or you don't know where you are. The question is, how am I making an impact? Can I make an impact? Will this impact stay? Now, the thing is this. The Millennium Fellowship will teach you the ways or guide you through, with the help of everyone around you. How do you put your ideas into a story or into a project? Now, you can do everything, but if you don't tell the story, people will not connect. And if people don't connect, the impact becomes limited. You will learn in the fellowship how do you make this impact sustaining and seen by everyone around the world. The thing is this, we need distribution of resources, you want to get fundings from another side of the world. You need to leverage on media, okay? It's not just you and the paper, you need to done storytelling. You'll probably be asked to do a video, and I would strongly advise taking the best opportunity out of it. Share your videos on LinkedIn, connect with each other here on LinkedIn, and interact with each other's post. Like it, drop a comment, keep the conversations alive. And know that no idea is too small. Every idea is important. And I really appreciate everyone's time here today in trying to make an impact in their community. So connect with each other. I'll connect with you. Send me an invite and let's make our stories there for everyone to see. That's what I
Thank
love.
you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much. And we are all looking forward to connecting with you. So, Manaswita, could you share with us your highlight from the Millennium Fellowship?
Certainly. Well, thanks so much for the question. For me,
Okay.
the main highlight of my Millennium Fellowship experience, if I'm audible.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you so much. So I was saying that for me, the main highlight of my Millennium sense of community and purpose it fostered. As an advocate and a social worker coming from a country like India, working on a grassroots project by the name of Children Today, Leaders Tomorrow, this fellowship gave me a platform not only which refined my vision around sustainable development goal, that to specifically SDG 4, which is since the project specifically focuses on a state I work in, but across the globe, since MCN gave me that platform. While working on the project, I had an opportunity to reach out and cater to more than 500 plus children as well as students who were based in the rural area of Rajasthan. Rajasthan is a state in the country India. So I belong to the state, therefore, my targeted audience was specifically from the concerned state. And my experience was deeply fulfilling. Was truly stood out of peer learning and the global perspective leader. So the journey actually shapes you in such a way that when you come out of the journey after 6 months down the line, 1 years, I'm not aware as to what is the timeline now. Back then, when I was a fellow, it was a 6 month long journey. So once you come out of that journey down in 6 months or a year, you you get a hold on a community, you know how to collaborate, and you finally know how to create an impact. So that is the highlight. That is what I learned. That is what I gained. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manaswita. And for all our Millennial Fellows on the call, I'd like to let you know, as you've already seen on the chat box, Adrija is saying that we are going to open the question and answer sessions for you to ask the alums questions. So you can start posting your questions in chat box, or you raise your hand to indicate that you have a question for alums here. This is an opportunity to, get one-on-one, personal experience and guidance on how you can carry out your project. Now, speaking of projects, all of you worked on different projects throughout the Millennial Fellowship. But what was the most important steps that you had to take for your project to be implemented, to bring your project to life? What were the necessary steps you had to take to, ensure the success of your project being implemented, the social impact work, making it was really a success? So I'll pass it on to Chris to answer first. Chris.
All right. So, About implementing projects. Now, first of all, you came into this fellowship with an application of what you're gonna do. Now, depending on the stage where your project is at, you might be at the start of it planning, or you might already be doing it already. Now, for those who are doing fresh off, that's what I did. I wanted to raise awareness about Chinese medicine on my campus, talk about responsible usage of herbs. It was a project that I had to start from zero and then build it during the fellowship. Now, the thing is this, you're going to meet challenges. It's very likely as per everything you do, but don't be too disheartened. That's why the fellowship is here. It helps you keep motivated, and we will stand by your side, like the alums, the MCN, and everyone around you will keep you invigorated and alive. The thing is this, it's okay to make slight deviations from your original plan, but you need to keep in mind of who you want to help. It's important to have that persona, that image of who you're helping with, and talk to them. Talk to them. If you feel like you're not reaching them, ask them, how can I better reach out to you? And then you'll get valuable feedbacks. If you don't know, ask someone in your group. Perhaps you have been communicating an idea in a way that is a bit too into your niche. Talk to your fellows about your project, and you'll get another perspective of how your project is going across to the community and to everyone who you want to connect with. So the thing is this, you need to have an image of who you want to help with and keep that passion going. And we are here to keep you motivated together. So yeah, that's what I would
Thank
suggest.
you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. So I'm passing it on to Manaswita to answer. Hello, Manaswita, can you hear us?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, did you get the question? Would you like me to repeat?
Yes, I did. Well, thank you again for the
Okay.
question. Implementing the project which I'm running, which is by the name of Children Today, Leaders Tomorrow. As I already mentioned, it is a project which focuses on SDG 4, and the targeted area is based in the state of Rajasthan, which is a state in India. It certainly required several important steps, and I would be just naming crucial ones. Firstly, identify the real need on ground, meaning thereby you need to know what is the problem, what is the root cause of the problem. Until and unless you're not aware as to what you really want to cater to your addressed audience, you'll not be able to come up with solutions. So before launching the project, I, along with my team, conducted several informal surveys, and we did visited the community in person to understand the specific educational gap in the rural areas, whether it was the lack of the access, whether it was lack of awareness or lack of resources. So once we had an inventory in our hand, we were in a position to actually start implementing our project, which would come out with fruitful results. Thereafter, building a committed team is the need of the hour. Reason being, no man is an island. No project can be succeeded alone. I brought together a team of like-minded young volunteers from my school, from my law school, and thereafter, once I graduated the law school, from the workplace, from the courtroom, and we shared the same passion for education equity, and that helped me a lot to get my project implemented. Thirdly, community engagement and trust building. So we worked closely with the local families, with the schools, and with the village leaders. It helped us gain the trust, which was essential. Because until and unless there's no ice breaking, until and unless there is no establishment of repo, no one is going to buy what you're trying to sell. Ultimately, your project is your product, which you are there selling in the market. Certainly, it does not involve any monetary benefit to you, but your agenda, which is um, implementing or promoting sustainable development goal. So once you have that face value in the market, surely there'll be a lot of people who will come around. Fourthly, designing context specific inventories. Whatever your goal is, for instance, CTLT, that is Children Today, Leaders Tomorrow, we specifically cater SDG 4. So we specifically drafted such modules targeted to such audience, which would actually help them gain something out of the workshops which we conduct. There are 4 different workshops. First is constitutional rights, wherein we teach the children about their constitutional rights, their legal rights. Then we have health is wealth workshop. We do hire professional help, or we do hire professional people who help the children understand, as basic as if our targeted audience is girl child from the age group of, let's say, 9 to 15, and if we are teaching them about menstrual cycle. So me being a lawyer, I'll not be in a position to help them understand that concept, certainly because I'm myself not aware a lot. So we do hire professional help so that children are able to open up, they are able to share their problems, and we are able to help them in a very concrete and a strategic way. So that was the thing. And the last was, you have to monitor the impact and you have to stay very adaptive, because just doing something and not able to get out of it, meaning they were not able to get any result out of it, would not yield you any result. So you have to constantly monitor your impact. So we regularly used to access our impacts. We even used to share feedback forms to our targeted audience so that it helped us grow a lot. And yes, the journey is still ongoing and a lot of developments are in pipeline. So these are the major sharing things which I wanted to keep on the table. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manaswita, and we'll be passing it on to Favor to share her thoughts on the question.
Okay, what I would share to Millennium Fellows is, just like Chris says, you probably have submitted a project, an idea which you want to work on as a fellow. You are actually welcome to improve on it, build on it, like refine it. The first thing you want to do is to have a plan. What is the goal at the end of the day? For me, I gave myself a target that at the end of the fellowship, I want to have done A, B, C, D. So it was very easy for me to set up a team who believes in that same vision, because the fellows I was working with, I think at my own time, there was a school strike during my time as a fellow. So I did not have everyone, Isabella can relate, I did not have everyone together. So we were split into half. So I was working with one half at home, then the rest were connecting virtually. So the persons I was working with, we were able to sit down together and really build on the vision. What do we want to achieve? In my own time, I was passionate about environmental education, helping young people who grew up in low-income communities in Nigeria understand the impact, because it's sad that they face the brunt impact of climate change and yet they are not empowered to act. So I wanted to change that narrative. So that was where I started from. Going to schools, I sat down to design the project, went to the community to assess what is happening, what are the issues, what have been government interventions, curricular development, like really do research on these areas to really understand, because whatever project you are doing, it should create impact. When it creates impact, it helps you as an individual, it helps the community. I think that's one thing the fellowship taught me. It taught me that likes are not impact. I think there's this quote, I don't think I can remember it exactly, like likes are not impact. Like that's stuck with me so much. So in as much as we want to take amazing pictures, oh yeah, I did this cleanup, oh yes, I went to this school, we need to understand and ensure, just like my colleague says, Manasita, that you need to refine, go back to the project. What has happened? It's monitoring and impact assessment. What has changed? Is this project like really sustainable enough? Is this what the people need? Is this what the community needs? So there is room actually for you to go back, refine, modify. You can always do this through surveys, through questionnaires, ask questions. And yeah, I think these are the things I put in play to actually bring my project to life. And I think it's important to also mention that my project I started a little bit, it was like a growing project. And from the fellowship grew it to become an organization. Yeah, Millennium Fellowship actually was a launch pad for me to say, okay, I want to do this full time now. And yeah, it was really an opportunity to just take my career in environmental sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Favor, and thank you to Chris and Manaswita for answering so brilliantly. We have a few questions from our fellows, and I'll start off with this question by Candidas. So Candidas is asking, I want to know what soft skills made you stay throughout your Millennial Fellowship? What soft skills made you stay throughout your Millennial Fellowship? And I'll be passing it on to who should I pass it on to? Chris. I'm passing it on to Chris to answer first.
All right. So soft skills, well, you need a variety of skills to begin with. As Favor and Manaswita said, you need to have a plan. You need to have a framework of how you're gonna work through it. Personally, on my end, I do feel like you need to have build motivation. And motivation's pretty hard, depending on your work styles. Sometimes talking to people on the projects you do help. Reach out to good networks, go to networking sessions and talk about the project. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to be able to speak about it. If you can't put your project into words, if you can't share it, then it just doesn't get anywhere. So practice, talk, and if it doesn't go well, it's fine. Go with a mentality of every time you talk to a person, you reached out to the organization, or when you write down something, it's better that you have put it down already. If you don't put down something, you don't even know where to start. So persistence is key. Communication is important. If you don't want to communicate, you can go online, talk to your fellows, talk to people. One good advice for this one would be, as much as possible, talk to the person that you want to become. Okay. There are so many amazing mentors out there, but the best mentors that you can connect with is one that you feel like your values are aligned, and they will be more than happy to talk to you. It will go beyond the project sometimes. You might end up in a different route down the road. And the most important thing is that you have reached out to someone with experience, and that would definitely push you on for a long time. So yeah, that is important.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. And your response actually leads us to the next question, and I'm going to channel this question at Manaswita. So Maisha, sorry, is asking, how do you approach connecting with fellows from different campuses? How do you approach connecting with fellows from different campuses? And this question is for Manaswita.
All right. So connecting with people firstly needs the skill of communication, as said by the co-panelist. Empathy is something which drives other people towards your goal or towards what you want to achieve. Whilst I was a fellow, working as a Millennium Fellow, how I used to connect with people at different campuses initially via online media. Uh, Create your pages, if you have any pilot project, create a page of it, be it on Instagram, be it on LinkedIn, because the source of information people are driving from social media these days are any day way more than the source of information you get in an offline mode. Certainly, offline mode has always been more authentic as compared to the other modes. But in today's time, the best example is in front of us right now. We are globally connected. From n number of countries, people are here. At the end of the day, someone or other would not have thought as to what all they'll be taking out from this webinar. But yes, of course, there's always a lot of learning, there's always a connect. So use social media the most you can for connecting with different people based in different cities, different campuses. Social media is the best thing. If not social media, try to connect with people at your campus, first of all, and through them you can help connect with people based in other campuses, because you need to have that connect, you need to have that communication skill as well. So that is what would help you. And once you start, you'll be able to get a face value in the market which eventually would help you to get a good path ahead. I hope it
Right.
satisfies.
Yes, it does satisfy. Thank you so much, Manasweta. And we have a few hands raised to ask a question. And the next question will be answered by Favor. So I'm calling on Rayan. Rayan, you can unmute. You can also put on your camera if you're comfortable and ask your question. Favor will do justice to answering your question. So Rayan, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you. Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you, and you're all inspiring. I wish someday we'll be just like you. And my question is, how do you balance passion for social impact with the risk of burnout?
Favor, did you get the question? Or would you like Rayan to repeat herself? Rayan, if you don't mind, could you repeat the question? Right. Yes, unmute.
Okay, my question is as a Millennium Fellow, you were a Millennium Fellow, now you're an alumni. So how do you balance passion for the social impact with the risk of the burnout?
How you balance
Yeah,
passion?
thank you. Yeah, and burnout. Now, burnout is something, will I say, you are going to have to manage or deal with as long as you're in the social impact field. Some days it's like you're living in answered prayers. It's going all well. Everything is great, your community, your project. And some days you are asking yourself, are you sure you want to continue to do this? So one way you need to really strike a balance. I think for me, that's where empathy comes in. Something needs to drive you. Something inborn for me. I said earlier on that the drive for me was the inequality in education. For young people who are impacted the most by climate change, don't have access to the education they need to actually develop solutions and build climate resilience. So that for me is something that drives me beyond, oh, whether a project is going on fine or a team member or academics. Something needs to drive you. I would say your passion needs to be really grounded. That's what will keep you in the raining days, actually, because burnout will surely come. I don't want to tell you there will be no burnout. There will surely be burnout. Even physical exhaustion from just project alone, managing people, going to communities, having to juggle other things in between. So you need to make sure that your vision, what you want to achieve, is really grounded. As I would also say, you should research, ensure that it's something that you can really link it to even something personal. My own passion too is something personal, something I've seen. So it was like you cannot shake me. So whenever there is like burnout or anything like that, I can just take a break, just relax and come back. Yeah, and come back stronger. So that's the advice I would give to you, Ryan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Favor.
Yeah, thank you. I was remembering a quote where you said, what were you answering my question is that when you feel the need to speed up, slow down. So that what I summarized from what you said. So thank you. That was inspiring.
Thank you so much, Rayan, for asking that brilliant question. And so thanks to Favor for answering brilliantly as well. So someone in the chat box by the name Hanat has a question for you, Favor, that they're in the same situation and project as you and will want to know how you made your project go beyond your nation and expanding it to other countries. Could you just answer Hanat quickly, Favor?
Okay. Great. Yeah. If anyone had told me that educating young people in Nigeria, in Benin City, Nigeria, would actually go to someone, I would actually have the opportunity to do that to someone in Zimbabwe, in Uganda, I would say it's a lie. I never imagined that. I never planned for it. That's why, again, your passion needs to be rooted. It needs to be strong. You're not going to do social impact because, oh, everybody's doing it, or I was told I need to volunteer for a period of time, or everybody's doing the Millennium Fellowship. No, that will not last. You need something that is going to stand the test of time. So for me, after the Millennium Fellowship, I actually had other fellows that, oh, they couldn't continue with their projects. Not everybody felt they were prepared for it at that time. But for me, I just felt with what I had seen, I saw things differently. I saw that there is actually a huge gap. So from even children, I moved to university students on campus. I found that that was the same thing, the inequality in education. So I decided, okay, I'm going to continue to give this a shot. I think I had encouragement after the fellowship from staff, from connecting with other persons. It was just a little step here, a little step there, and I could not control it anymore. So I think it was in 2023. I was a fellow in 2022. 2023, I made the first bold step. It was through social media, and just like Manaswita said, you need to connect with people. Post online. I'm currently a fellow. This is what I'm working on. That's how you start meeting people. So through social media, I started connecting with other people, other fellows, and little by little, somebody in Ghana was interested. Somebody in Egypt said, "Oh yes, I want to be part of this," and that's how we've grown. So I think I was able to answer that question. You can let me know. Thank you.
Yes, you certainly answered that question. It is very necessary to put your project out there. Thank you so much, Favor. Jabin raised his hand to ask a question. Jabin, you can unmute yourself and ask your question quickly.
Thank you
Are
for the
you?
opportunity. Yes. I am Jabi Bushra from Bangladesh and currently I studying at Green University of Bangladesh. And my question is, beyond cleanliness or reducing pollution, what unique strategies do you use to raise awareness about sustainability? And how do we mitigate high AQI score of air? And my question is for Favor.
Oh, the question is to Favor. Okay, Favor. The question is for you.
Sorry, I missed some part of the question after the pollution part of it.
Okay, my question is, beyond cleanliness or reducing pollution, what unique strategies do you use to raise awareness about sustainability and how to mitigate high AQI score of air?
Okay, great. So I think in the environmental space, there are a lot of solutions. I mean, particularly now, there is technology. If you go online, you're going to see a lot of solutions. I would advise you that these solutions can be distracting. There is an endless pool of solutions. There's so many to pull from. That's why the first thing you need to do is you need to identify your community, identify your why. Let me put it like that. Let me put community in an umbrella word, right? You need to identify your why. Why are you doing this? Whatever solution. I mean, when I started if you ask me to tell you my mission statement as a 2022, it's not the same mission statement now. I'm adding other things to it, but it's the same thing driving me, but it's getting better because of other things I'm seeing and learning along the way. So one thing you need to do, you need to identify the community you want to engage with. What is actually the problem there? What is the issue? So that's how you tailor your solution directly. When it comes to the issue of addressing waste or pollution, there are myriad of ways you can actually do that. Creating awareness. I mean, you could start campaigns, you could use education, you could even do policy, you could engage lawmakers, stakeholders, policymakers. There are so many ways for you to do these things. I can start listing, telling you a lot of solutions, but the question is you need to still identify what fits your community. What do they need? And I think one fantastic thing I love about being a young person engaging with communities is that they always welcome you. I'm currently planning a physical activity, and the moment I mentioned I was a young person who is interested, immediately they were so keen to work with me. They were like, oh, meet us this day. They were so keen. So when you, as a young person, I think you can easily leverage that to meet with the community, talk to persons, if it's possible, to do surveys, like find out what is really the gap. I think there is a code I use. I want to find out what the problem is from my lens. I want to find out what the problem is from the community's lens. And I also want to find out what the government has done so far, because governance and policy, yeah, it's really tied together when it comes to putting together solutions. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jabin, for the question, and thank you, Favor, for answering brilliantly. So we're moving on to Seda, so she could ask a question. Seda, you can go ahead and unmute yourself so you can ask.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Actually,
Hello.
there's too much internet problem. Multiple time I have tried to reconnect, and now I'm alhamdulillah reconnected. Actually, hello everyone, and first of all, I must say very warm welcoming. Okay, and it's a pleasure for me, and it's honor for me to meet all you guys. And as you know already, my name is Sayyid Ahmed Bukhari. I'm from Pakistan, and I'm doing right now undergraduate degree and business administration. So my question is actually specifically related to, you can say that, to work or career opportunity, as because I am a mature student and I have started from again from scratch, okay, my academic journey. So my question is, how did you leverage the global Millennium Fellowship network after graduation to expand, you can say, your work or career opportunities? This is my main question, and anyone can answer me. I just want to get a, for future, so this is my main question. So please advise me, advise us, everyone. Maybe we will get the better way benefit through this tool and this opportunity. We are doing very best. We are doing very good, but along with that, career is also very important right now. Throughout the world, there's unemployment, so this is very important. So this is my question actually to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So I'll pass it on to Chris to answer.
Oh, I do think the other two panelists may have better responses to this, but I'll give you a short one and see if the other panelists have a better answer. First of all, your fellowship experience is very, very, how do I put it? It's all encompassing. You just need to put it in the right manner. As per all resume experiences, you need to focus on the metrics of how many people you have impacted to what scale. It's actually those questions that you have answered in the list. When conveying to others as well, talked about the impact, how many people have influenced. If you did not manage to reach out to or impact anyone, it's also all right. Tell them who you have talked to, what ideas you have built. The most important thing is you have to find it to be your brand, your identity, and then you start to communicate it wherever you go. It's one of the key things I've gotten out of the fellowship. My project, I ended up handing it over to the students who are my juniors. I did not continue with that because I graduated from the university. I did a student club, but they kept it going because I set a clear value of what I wanted to be, and I did it in the capacity of the founder. I seek help from the staff who kept it going, and then I took this as a project, and then I reached out to Rotary and said, this is what I do, and this is what I can bring about, the skills of it. So consider about the skills you have built out of building this project when you are conveying it. It is very, very one of the most important things that people are looking for. Not just the impact. If you're working in a different industry, it becomes the skills you have built. As I said, I do think the other two panelists may have better answers for you for that. But yeah, that's from me. Cheers.
Right. Thank you so much. Would any of the other two panelists like to contribute something to her? Thank you, Saida, for asking that question. Okay.
I think I would just share
Okay.
a general tip I use for programs. Yeah, one thing I do before I apply for a particular program, I have an end goal. Yeah, so you are now a Millennium Fellow. You need to have an end goal beyond your project, particularly if you're very keen about social impact. Okay, what will be the next steps for you? Because it would help you really connect with other people. You know the kind of people you want to bring together. After my school strike, when we go back to school, we had limited time. So the little amount of time we used to connect with each other quickly, I really met everybody, understood what their interests were like. Some people were interested in health, other areas. And I was interested in environmental sustainability. I had other persons that were interested. So it was easy for me to quickly like rally around these guys, really form a team. And yeah, after the fellowship, we met and continued building. So you
Yes.
need to, and through the fellowship, that was when I knew that, okay, I want to do this thing long term anyway. So you need to have a plan. What is the after plan? Do I just want to go to a school and educate young people, or build pipe bomb water for this community, and that's the end? So when you have that plan, it also helps you focus properly or refocus during your time as a fellow. I hope that helps too.
Yes, absolutely right. I agree with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much, Favor. I'm really grateful. Whatever you answered, it's a helpful for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Seda. Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you so much, Chris, for answering. Moving on to our next question, and this question is for Manaswita. What is your advice when it comes to getting grants and support from organizations to actually get your project out there, and how to know what to apply to? So the person is asking what's your advice when it comes to grants and support from organizations to actually get your project out there, and how to know what to apply to. So this question is from Manaswita.
Thank you so much for the question. So, to answer the same, uh, I would be sharing a very step-by-step breakdown as to how to do it effectively, as to how to get the support. I would not call it help effectively. First of all, be very much clear on what you are looking forward to or what you want. Means what kind of support do you actually need? What do you need it for? How would it help you to grow? How would it help your project to grow? And what would be its impact? A pros and cons list must be there with you in your hand so that it actually helps you to give it a thumbs up or to pass it off. Because clarity would ultimately help you build a confidence for you and for them as well, so that the collaboration would help and would work out in a better way. Then, secondly, you find out the right fits. For instance, what your goals are and what are the goals of the organization you want to collaborate with, or the set of people you want help from. They should be aligned. Your thinking should be aligned. There should be a sense of empathy from both ends, because until and unless there's no role of emotional intelligence, there is no connect. And when there is no connect, there are no results. You should know as to what all past projects those people have collaborated with or they have been supporting. Does those projects align with the thinking of your project? Will you be in a position to get the best help or get the best support out of the people you are targeting? Then craft a very, very strong outreach message as to who you are, what are you doing, why does your project even matters, and how does it align, how does your project align with their goals? Because it's a two-way process, it's a give and take. You cannot be always taker, you have to be a giver as well. Then what you are asking for, and be very much specific as well as realistic. And then what it is for, how would it help the community, what would be your targeted area, if at all some fundraising program is also there, what would be the fundraising thing? Is the fund One thing which you should make clear as a fellow: fundraising is not always about money. No, fundraising is also about raising resources. If you are able to get a space where you are able to conduct the workshop, that is also fundraising. So try to understand the concept of fundraising. It would eventually help you and your project along with your collaborators to grow at a very fast space. Then certainly you offer values, show how supportive you are, you show how you'll help them advance their goals, how you'll boost their brand, open your new market, build a good face value, be collaborative ready, be effective, build good relations. Because once that collaboration is over, be it on a positive note or on a negative note, because there are 50-50% chances on both the ends, you should be in a position that you carry a good relation value, a good face value post the collaboration ends. Because it is not the journey which helps you grow, it is the post effects which is the asset and which actually shapes you, molds you, and give you the power to face the world in a better way. So these are a few tips from my end to you. I hope I did justice to the question.
You certainly did. Thank you so much, Manasweta. And I'm passing it on to Favor. Do you have anything you'd like to add on this
Yeah.
question concerning? Okay.
Yeah, I love Manaswita's point. That was right. That is actually how you can put together resources, funding for your work. But we have seen worst case scenarios where you don't get anyone to partner with you. No one is really interested in your project. It doesn't make sense. Trust me, I work with young people and I hear this all the time. You need to be able to manage resources, whether you're working with one person or it's every fellow on your university campus. You guys should pull out. The first project I did, I used my savings. I was going to do like a party during the Christmas holidays, and when it was time for social impact, I said, this is what I want to do. I had to use that money to do my first project. It was like anybody that was interested in me was just waiting for me to try out something. And after that time, I started getting support for my work. So you might need to actually use your personal savings to actually move. And another thing is, please try as much as you can to manage resources. So many times I had to look at budget of project and everything. There are a lot of things you can cut. Just like Manaswiti has said, if you get a space, that is actually fun. You are successful. So try as much as you can around you, around your community. You might need to just outsource some things, some tools for your project, and everything works fine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you so much, Manasweta, for answering that question. And we have a final question from the fellows to alums that we want all three of you to answer. So the question is from Rayan, and she's asking, if your fellowship journey was a book title, what would you name it? So, if your fellowship journey was a book title, what would you name it? So, I'm passing it on to Chris first to answer.
Oh, pardon me for jumping straight into it. As I wrote in the chat, it will be Wicked Problems, Ancient Wisdom. So, why specifically this is not just because it's Wicked Problem is like what we are facing, and that's why we are trying to use sustainability as an approach. But more of there was a lot of circumstances in my situation where I didn't really want to do this at first, but for some reason there is this calling out there that got me into the where I am today. So the ancient wisdom comes in. Like sometimes you hear this um advice from elderly, something about if you feel that the energy is calling you to do it, do it. Like it's not very scientific, I know it's a bit weird, but let me tell you, don't dismiss these feelings of strong will to do good and to contribute to the community. Like if someone says that's unscientific, unfortunately I have to say I'm sorry. Sometimes we need human solutions. We really need to drive the human aspect. So the ancient wisdom really, really taps onto that because it's not the problem about it being unscientific. We built this scientific from this ancient wisdom from a collective of humanity. So please, please, you all are shining examples of burning passion and, you know, don't let anyone stop you from going, this is pointless or anything. Like, go do it, be human, and be passionate. It's okay to not be perfect. If you fail, it's fine. Just stand up again, consider what have you been through, and then take steps step by step. Everyone's gonna progress at a different rate, but you matter, and I wish you all the best in everything you do. Thank you, MCN, UNAI, and fellows, alumni for building this community and keeping it alive. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Chris. So we pass it on to Manaswita to answer. If your fellowship journey was a book title, what would you name it?
All right. So if my fellowship journey was a book title, I would keep it really short, and it would be From Seed to Spark: How a Fellowship Ignited the Mission. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, so much. That's a thrilling title, I must say. So we're passing it on to Favor to answer. If your fellowship journey was a book title, what would you name it?
Okay, I would name it, I think, The Leader in Me. The Leader in Me, because at the time when I joined the fellowship, I was so unsure of so many things. Identified a problem, but the question was, will my voice even matter? And a lot of attributes and values I didn't know that I had as an individual. Trust me, connecting with persons, having to brainstorm, listening to other people, empathy, like vision, those things really, the fellowship really helped me like shape these things. And over the years, they have been very useful in advancing my career as an environmentalist. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all brilliant speakers. This panel session has been truly insightful. Manaswita taught us to, monitor our impact. Favor taught us to have a plan, a target, and Chris, hammered on the fact that you need to connect with your fellows, you need to, collaborate, you need to put your work out there. Thank you so much. And to our speakers, we would like for you to give a short closing remark to the fellows in this year's cohort, just to encourage them. So start off with, who do we start off with? We'll start off with Manaswita. Yes, that's a closing remark to encourage the fellows.
Thank you. So before closing remarks, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Millennium Campus Network and the United Nations Academic Impact for launching this fellowship named as Millennium Fellowship. This initiative has certainly not empowered young leaders like me across the globe, but has also created a space where passion meets purpose. It provides us with tools, mentorship, and community to turn ideas into impact. So, for someone like me, working at a grassroots level in a rural area named as Rajasthan, the fellowship was a reminder that local actions can have global significance, and I'm truly thankful for the vision and commitment of both MCN and United Nations Academic Impact in nurturing the next generation of changemaker. To acknowledge the fellows, I would take a moment to sincerely acknowledge and celebrate all the Millennium Fellows here today. A shout out for you all. Out of over 60,000 applicants from more than 7,500 campuses, only a little could make it here. And that is for around about 4,000 people were selected. So big kudos to who made it. But beyond the numbers, what truly sets you apart is your commitment to lead with empathy, humility, and inclusion. Or these are the values which you would be taking care of whilst this journey. The values that would define true leadership in today's world. You're not just building projects, you're building bridges, you're transforming communities, or you will be down the line 1 month or 2 months, whenever your fellowship begins. As a fellow from the class of 2022, I stand here inspired by you all and keep showing up, keep leading with hearts. The world really needs your voice and your action now more than ever. So, with this, I would like to conclude. And thank you so much for inviting me, giving me the opportunity to speak, giving me the opportunity to interact with the upcoming session. And I truly look forward to keep interacting with you all in the upcoming days. Thank you and all the very best.
Thank you so much, Manaswita, for sharing your voice and vision boldly. It was a pleasure having you on this panel session. Thank you so much. And we'll be moving on to Favor for her closing remark. Favor.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm so excited to be here. For me, this is an inspiration. I mean, several years down the line, and young people, like every one of you on this call, even those who are going to watch the recording, you guys are passionate about contributing to creating an equitable world for all. I mean, I'll say it again, there is no better time now than for young people to actually come together to demand and act towards a sustainable future than now. We need it. We really need it. And for you joining the fellowship, it's really an opportunity. And I think one thing I want you to know is that a lot of people have been accepted into the fellowship. Yes, 4,000 out of over 60,000. But you should know that not everybody is going to complete the fellowship. Yeah, that's not so good news. But I must tell you that I actually knew a colleague who could not complete it. So you should embrace consistency, resilience. Trust me, the team are always there to support you. There are a lot of resources you will have access to. Connect with other people, ask questions, connect with other fellows. Be loud about your work. I think that's what I would tell you, because trust me, social impact space is very wild and wide. So be loud about your work. Just continue to shout it from the rooftop. I'm passionate about good health. I'm passionate about environmental sustainability. Yeah, you need to continue to be proud about it, no matter where you've started from. The university space is actually a launch pad. There are a lot of things. Millennium Fellowship can change your life. So don't take it for granted. And I'll use this opportunity to say thank you to the organizers. Isabella, you're a very amazing moderator. Sofa, Adrija, the MCN team. Thank you so much for the invitation. I look forward to connecting with every one of you, my fellow panelists. Thank you so much. It was great hearing from every one of you again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you. And we also look forward to connecting with you and all our speakers. So I would like to ask if you could kindly share how we can connect with you, or your social media, your emails, if that's comfortable for you, or any medium or means where we can connect with you, get to know more about your work, share with our work with you so we can collaborate, learn from you. So I'll just ask that in the chat box, you can go ahead and share your social media handles, emails if necessary from all our speakers. Yeah, so we move on to Chris for her final and closing remarks.
Hey, oh my gosh. I kind of jumped the gun again. But then I'll repeat the messages again, because I do think that's what kept me going, and that's the key thing I've gotten out of the fellowship. Before that, I would like to thank my amazing panelists. Manaswita, you are so clear and so logical about the steps. I really, really respect you for that. Favor, I really like how genuine and personal the feedbacks you have given as well. It's that human element as well. Both of you are spectacular and amazing, and I really, really aspire to be I'll work with you all in the future where possible. Isabella, thank you for being an amazing host. I really love the energy that you brought into the space. Thank you, Adrija, once again for finding us and building this amazing alumni panel. Carla, short time meeting with you, but all the best with your work. I know you do amazing. So yes. Yes. So the thing that I was saying earlier on, the concluding statement is that just remember that you don't have to be perfect. It's okay to meet challenges, and it's okay to not, you know, meet things. It's like take time to go through that emotion of I could have done better. The next step is how could I do better? Take out the plans, visit where it didn't work out and stuff like that. You know, it's okay to view things. And if you're burning out, I would say take a sleep. An advice from a Chinese medicine doctor. If you're tired, just sleep, okay? Sleep so that you can do more impact tomorrow. And then You don't have to do this alone. If you feel like sometimes you're not reaching out, build a network of like-minded people, build a team like what Manaswita did. She found people to push on the project together. I found Rotary and tried to convince people to fund more projects. Anyways, there is a space for you, and it's all about finding that position that fits for you. Do it along with your peers, build it together, and allow this network to lift you up as you lift others up as well. Reach out when people ask for help as much as possible. You're in the right place, and the world needs what you bring. And thank you once again, fellows, alumni, and most importantly, SAM, Millennium Campus Network, United Nations, Academic Impact for keeping this platform alive and possible. That's all from me. And I dropped my link. I'll drop it again if you would like to connect. See you all around.
We will certainly love to connect, and all our speakers, please drop your link in the chat box for us to connect with you all. This has really been an insightful session. Thank you so much to all our speakers. Thank you to our speakers, Manas. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Favor, for sharing your experience, giving us practical advice on how we can conquer and also utilize and impact during this Millennial Fellowship. It's truly, you all highlighted that this is truly an honor to be selected out of the thousands that applied for this fellowship, and we will do our due diligence in carrying it out to the end and continuing it, not just to finish this fellowship cohort, but also to live a life of impact. Thank you so much. And with that, guys, we have come to the end of the alumni panel session. Thank you so much. Can I have reactions? Can I have reactions? Just celebrate our speakers, and celebrate yourself for staying through to the end. Celebrate yourselves, fellows. Celebrate yourselves. We can see you're thirsty for impact and you're thirsty for knowledge. And I'd like to encourage you all, fellows, to stay glued to your emails. Yes, updates are all that will be happening will be sent to your email. So stay glued. Keep your eyes on your emails for further details. We have an upcoming networking session, an upskilling hour on the 13th of September 2025 at 9 a.m. ET. It's a Saturday networking and upskilling session for us to, meet, collaborate. Yes, with all fellows, alumni, we'll collaborate. We need people to carry out impact. We need people to carry out impact. So I encourage you all to stay. Keep an eye out for the networking and upskilling hour on the 30th of September, which is this Saturday, 9 a.m. ET. So you can translate it to your time zone, right? So just keep an eye on your emails for further details. Mark it in your calendars. Do not miss this. You can see how amazing this panel session was. And we would like to go on, but time will not permit. So I will see you all again on Saturday for the upskilling hour and networking session. And with that, we have come to the end of the alumni panel. So much, Manaswita. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, Favor, for the brilliant insights and experiences you guys shared. It has been truly amazing. Thank you so much, fellows. And do make sure to connect with our speakers through their social media handles. Do not leave here without connecting with someone. And it was a pleasure moderating this session. My name is Isabella Nadia, and I also look forward to connecting with you guys too. So please, don't be a stranger. Feel free to, send a message, say hi, send an email, and I look forward to connecting with you guys. And with that, we have the end of the alumni panel. Thank you so much, guys, and please take care. Bye, everyone. Bye, Manaswita. Bye, Favor. Bye, Chris.